Hey, what's up, y'all? It's T about to react to this impressive video titled Yo Gotti broke Angela Simmons' heart. Sabrina Carpenter gets backlash over Lolita inspired photos. Oh, okay, now Sabrina's acting out now. We talked about her with the album cover and how that was looking a little iffy, but now she's playing into Lolita. I do know that has something to do with a PDF file, right? Isn't that like a book or something about a pedo? Uh, I don't know what the images would look like, how they would be inspired by the book. But anyway, we're gonna get out the tea. Let's watch. Like I don't know what images of Lolita looks like. I haven't read the book. I don't know.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti unfortunately broke up.
Surprise.
And rumor has it that they might have broken up because Yo Gotti cheated on her. Now, for years, Yo Gotti expressed that he liked Angela. He had a crush on her. He talked about her in his song Down in the DM. And they started dating in late 2022. And it was cute. The relationship between them was cute. Yo Gotti pursued Angela for a while, and he finally got her. So a lot of people were like, okay, he finally got his girl. But come to find out, when he got with Angela, he allegedly was cheating on her with a nurse. And this was the rumor from Gossip of the City. They said what happened was that Yo Gotti never left his main girlfriend alone during his relationship with Angela. He's in love with a regular girl who is a nurse. He just bought the nurse a brand new car in May. Angela never stood a chance. That's really sad because it seems like Angela was really into Yo Gotti. Even though Yo Gotti was the one who pursued her for all those years, she seemed like she was really into him. And I think she was very serious because at this point in her life, I do think she wants to get married. She currently is raising her son by herself because unfortunately her son's father passed away some years ago. So I don't think she's dating around just for the fun of it. She's looking for something serious. And she thought that Yo Gotti would be a promising prospect because he is well established and he was doting on her and giving her gifts and stuff. But come to find out, he allegedly was messing with another woman. So he kind of wasted her time, I think. He really played her. But I kind of get the feeling that Yo Gotti liked the idea of being with Angela. But when he finally got
I'm not feeling sorry for nobody who gets with a rapper, athlete, and then they cheat on them. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Her, she wasn't what he expected. And this is not to say that anything is wrong with her, but
that's like a dude who's dating a OnlyFans girl or whatever. No shade. Again, I'm not saying every last one of these people are always unfaithful, but the chances are just high. If you do get a girl who's making content on OnlyFans, not just putting up bikini pictures or whatever, but actually on there having sex, or like, yeah, same, he get with a porn star, or I'm not about to be like, oh my gosh, she slept with somebody else, oh my god, it's so shocking. No, this kind of comes along with the lifestyle.
I don't think they're really a good match. I think they come from two different worlds, and Yo Gotti was with her really to fulfill his dreams of being with his fantasy woman.
Excuse me.
But
sorry,
I guess he grew disinterested when the fantasy wore off, But Angela was heartbroken. She was heartbroken over their breakup.
Are you guys together still or not?
No.
No.
I'm not with him.
No.
Aww. Yeah. Not by choice, but I respect him. It's all love.
That's not your choice.
I wouldn't have chose it, but it was what was best. But I wouldn't have chose it, no.
What are you saying to me right now, Angela Simmons?
I'm saying that I'm a lover. I love love. I love relationships. I stand.
This man proclaimed that he wanted to.
He cheated on you and then broke up with you?
This man pursued you. He proclaimed it in front of everybody that he was Angela Simmons. So you're not telling me that he ended. Did he end the relationship?
No, it was my choice. I had to make a decision. But I think there's a certain level of what I can share and would share publicly, you know what I mean? And I can publicly say that I'm not with him anymore. But as far as details, I would just never.
Was it heartbreaking at all?
My feelings were involved.
Your feelings,
yeah. For me, in relationships, because I get really invested, and I'm in. When I'm in love, I'm in love, which means I'm staying with you. But Yeah, my feelings, it didn't feel good to not be with him. I've been in relationships where I think, this is it, we're getting married, and then I'm not married. So here I am, and then life can be just really unpredictable, I think, often, and it's really hard for me, I would say, to date, too, because I feel like the woman that people watch, they fantasize who that is, and they don't know me.
And you know what? I think that is probably what it was. I think Yo Gotti had this.
That's why, you can't date people who lust over you in this way. I don't want to say lust over her. Maybe it wasn't like a sexual thing, but he basically liked the idea of her, like Impressive said, but you don't know her. So you are kind of imagining this person in your head, and they are 100% going to be different than that because you don't know them. And all of those, images and how you view them in your head, it's in your head. That's not who she really is. So when he actually got to know her, it's like, oh, wait, this is very different than what I thought, So this is why people should never date fans or date followers of theirs or people who watch them or anything. I would fucking never ever, because you don't really know me. And I've been on the internet for many years now, like 8, something like that, maybe 9, I don't know, it's been a long time. And people have watched me, like some people from the beginning, and they still don't know me. People make comments about me all the time, and I'm like, this is not me at all. You literally don't know me. So you can't date someone because you think that they're a certain type of person. So I think that probably has something to do with it as well. But to be honest, I feel like he was going to cheat regardless. This does not seem like a faithful man. Like, what are we talking about?
Of her,
even if she was this perfect person,
met her,
I still think he would have cheated on her.
Time with her, she was different than what he expected. But Angela should find somebody who can love her for her and never change who she is. Now, moving on, I want to talk about the pop singer Sabrina Carpenter, because she has been getting some backlash from some of her fans after she unleashed the cover of her
this is the Lolita
Man's
photo?
Best Friend. And in the artwork, it seems as if she is servicing an older man. And her fans, at least some of them, aren't too happy with that.
I think that Sabrina Carpenter is one of the best artists who is so in tune with her aesthetic, but I can't say that I really love what she's doing with the new album. I completely understand what she's going for. I get that it's satire. I understand that it's supposed to be irony, but I do think it's also like kind of read the room. Get the concept, but I don't think it's a time to be making jokes about like being a dog for men.
I hate to say it because I love Sabrina, but this cover, it gets to a point, I find it to be a little too salacious, a little too, and I hate to say it, male gazy. And not male gazy.
Wait, are y'all talking about the album cover or are y'all talking about this? Because I didn't see this picture before. The video I reacted today did not show this photo.
The person I'm talking about in this video is Sabrina Carpenter. I've personally never liked her because I could see the pick-me-ism exuding off of her from when she started trending, when she started going viral. I was like, this girl's a pick-me. The fact that she chose to have herself on the ground means she's telling women in this album your place is at a man's feet.
Okay, now I don't think
and to me,
that's a reach.
That's a pick-me.
I think that's
optics of an album where she's getting dragged by the hair.
Even if she want to say her place on the ground, I'm not about to internalize that and be like, oh, she's telling me that that's where my place is too. What the hell? That's her life. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
And it's just not actually empowering. And I doubt that there's any kind of song on there that like redeems this imagery, this optic.
Sabrina's new album cover is just satire, guys. It's just satire. Okay, then it's bad satire and I don't like it. Like, I'm sorry, but in this climate, I really do not feel like being presented images like that and then being told to give it the benefit.
You know what? I can't even be too bothered by these people who make TikToks like this. Of course, my initial thought is y'all need to go find some hobbies. Like, who cares? But y'all do it all the time in the comments. Y'all leave comments on people's videos, on their TikToks, their YouTube videos, their Instagrams. Y'all are always interactive in the comments and, leaving your opinions about what these celebrities are doing and what you think about this. So what's so different about what they're doing? You have opinions about other people. It's so fun. Like I said, people are very selective about what they want to talk shit about. Because people will take up for Sabrina because they like her and they want to be like, oh, y'all got too much time on y'all hands. Why y'all worried about her? It's not that deep, da da da. But you got this whole long essay about, I don't know, fucking DDG or Cardi B or whoever else. And you giving your opinion about what they got going on in their personal life. So it's like, how is this any different? They're just giving their opinions as well. I would never. I'm not a comment leaver. So I think it's all lame, to be honest. No shade. There's nothing wrong with being interactive in people's comments, but these whole long-ass dissertations about why would you do this and this is wrong and da-da-da, I think that's a little too invested, honestly. That's just my opinion. So whether it's in comment form or video form, I think everybody needs to get a life. Like, especially if you ain't getting paid for it. If you ain't getting paid to leave comments, you ain't getting paid to make these TikTok videos, it's like, okay, that's an interesting choice. I would personally never, but, that's just me. But, yeah, they doing the same thing y'all doing. So, yeah, they're just doing it in video form.
Of the doubt and hope that it's secretly actually feminist in a roundabout way. I want obvious feminism. I want feminism that makes men uncomfortable, not turned on.
So for those of you guys who don't know, Sabrina Carpenter, that pop singer, just came out with an album, and it's called A Man's Best Friend.
Excuse me.
And
what
she's
to say about this Lolita?
Getting her hair pulled at the feet of a man.
I would like to interrupt this.
It is disgusting. It is a desecration of women. It is misogynistic. It is an agenda that is so deep to oppress and keep women so low and to enslave women and to trap them in patriarchy, in misogyny, in sexism. What she's actually trying to do, what the evil parasitic entities behind this entire is trying to do, is to literally keep women trapped as being slaves. To keep making little girls, ingraining in them that they're slaves to men, that they're dogs to men, that they're pets to men. And then you have puppets like Sabrina Carpenter doing all of that because she's all a part of the agenda. You understand that?
People were not happy with Sabrina's cover at all. They were going in on her. But I'm going to tell you this. This is nothing more than outrage marketing, and it's going to work because it's getting people's attention. People are having think pieces about it. And this direction that Sabrina is going in is not really surprising to me at all. I mean, some of Sabrina's music does have strong sexual themes, and she has been bending it over in concerts and doing all types of positions on stage. I mean, she has been doing quite a bit. And I read a comment somewhere saying that Sabrina is like the white sexy red. I thought that was so funny. But truly, I think Sabrina is able to get away with certain things that a lot of Black female entertainers have been criticized for. For example, Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey has been heavily criticized for the sexual direction that she went with her imagery, but Sabrina has been kind of able to skate by.
I hate when people give these false equivalences. I don't agree with that. My thing is, first off, comparing her to Sexy Red is so dramatic. She's not nearly as nasty and raunchy as Sexy Red. Sexy Red literally is talking about, STDs and whatnot. Like, she's takes it too far, okay? So that's very different. I would argue. And Chloe, I don't think people had a problem with her being sexy. It just felt forced. It didn't feel like genuine. I think that was people's main criticism, is that it feels like somebody got a gun to your head telling you to perform or something. Like, I don't know. It didn't come across authentic. In my opinion, I'm okay with people being sexy. I was just reacting to, what was that, Tiana Taylor's video on my Patreon, giving her props. Okay, she's very sexy, very, naked. But it feels genuine, okay? With Chloe, it just didn't feel genuine. So that was the only thing. But she looks great, okay? We always gave her props for looking good. Nobody minds that she's being sexy, but it just doesn't seem believable. I don't know. I had the same criticism about Coco as well when I reacted to her music video, Coco Jones. There are just some people who don't do sexy well, and people will notice it. It's very obvious.
Has been kind of able to skate by. However, she's starting to get more criticism now, but this is the direction that Sabrina and her team want to go in. They want to take it there, and it's really no different from what we've seen with other pop stars. They're using the same formula with Sabrina, but I will say this.
And it's also interesting that she's saying that, Black women can't get away with these things. She's not getting away with it either. Look, we going over all of the backlash that she's getting. She's not getting away with anything. I've seen multiple, outlets bashing her. And I don't even keep up with, pop media or whatever, but I still come across people shitting on her. So I would say she's not getting away with anything. I hate people do this. When they be like, well, if this person do it, then it's a problem, but y'all ain't got a problem with this. Yes, people do have a problem with this.
I think Sabrina and her team do have to be a bit mindful of what her fan base wants from her, because if she goes too far left, some of her fans might drift away. And she doesn't want to lose support from the pop audience she has now, because that is where the money is and the support is. And I think she really lucked out big time with the pop audience that she has gained. She was able to gain more support from Taylor's fans after Taylor co-signed her. She also gained support from Ariana Grande fans because she kind of filled fans after Taylor.
Or is Taylor just a giant? Well, I know that Sabrina's little. Her short and sweet, like she's little, but I don't know how little, and I don't know how big Taylor is. Cause she looked tall as hell right here.
Signed her. She also gained support from Ariana Grande fans because she kind of filled in a little void that Ariana left when she went on to film the movie Wicked. And on top of that, she actually got support from a lot of Doja Cat's fans. In fact, I kind of think that she drew away some of Doja's fan base after she dropped that song Espresso, because Espresso kind of sounds like Say So from Doja. So a lot of people who were fans of Doja and became turned off by her dark direction started to gravitate to Sabrina Carpenter because she made lighthearted, fun pop music. You know what I mean? And Doja's situation is a perfect example of why an artist should be careful not to go too far left to the point that they abandon their core audience. And that's something Sabrina has to be mindful of too. Right now, I don't think she's doing anything too drastic from what she has already done, but she is kind of teetering on that line. And her fans right now are not feeling that, and they're even starting to go deeper into questioning her brand. Recently, she was dragged over a photo shoot that she did last year with W Magazine, and people pointed out that she was referencing Lolita in this photo shoot. And they feel like with her latest album cover, she is still...
Okay, that is creepy. Wait, there's a movie? Okay, I didn't know there was a movie. I know there's a book. I didn't know there was a movie. Why would anybody want to watch a movie of that? I don't know if anybody want to read that anyway. Okay.
Lolita in this photo shoot. And they feel like with her...
Ew. Yeah, so basically from my understanding, I would have to look more into it. I could be a little off. But I think, yeah, it's about an old man who was like with a little girl. I don't know if he's actually with her, if they actually do anything, but I think he's like into her. Maybe like, what's that movie with Kevin Spacey? Sleeping Beauty? America's Beauty? Whatever that shit is called. I think it's something like that. So he might be fantasizing over her, or maybe they actually did something. I don't know. But it's definitely about some pedophile shit. I know that.
The latest album cover, she is still continuing to reference that Lolita image. Now, I just recently learned about this Lolita story, and it's really disturbing. It's actually about a young girl being groomed and abused by an older man.
Oh, so I guess
it's very disturbing. And I never put the two and two together that Sabrina was referencing Lolita. In my mind, I always felt like she was referencing the old Hollywood starlets. That's kind of her whole image and gimmick. She has this whole pinup girl, old Hollywood look to her. Yeah. So I never thought that she was trying to look like a little girl. That never crossed my mind. She even denied using that reference, saying, I've never seen this movie, it's never been on my mood board, and would never be. Some people, however, didn't believe it. In fact, one person responded and said, fully grown, but I look like a Nina? Yeah, sure. And this were the actual lyrics that Sabrina sang while performing her song, Nonsense. She said she's full grown, but looks like a little girl in Spanish. That is very, very, very weird. And it doesn't help the Lolita allegations. I don't know, Sabrina. I don't know. Even though Sabrina admitted to joking a lot with her music, and she said she was joking with this song, Nonsense.
But this is from Nonsense, and this is a very unserious song from start to finish.
It still is making her look suspect. It really, really is. And I kind of think that if she takes things too far in the name of satire, her fans will start to be turned off. They're already getting turned off by her album cover and that whole Lolita thing, which is still very weird to me. I don't know. These agendas that these artists are pushing is just disturbing. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about.
Even if she didn't see it, maybe the creative director that was involved with her photo shoot, maybe they saw it and they set all this up. Because these artists, they're not really that involved with, where they end up going creatively, to be honest. So she probably just showed up and here's your outfit, lay on the grass, we throwing some water in the air. You're about to get wet. So I believe her in saying, like, I don't know nothing about this. But she's probably not really involved with, you know, what's going on creatively with her. But maybe she is, and maybe she's a weirdo too. And maybe she's lying. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.